Hello, good morning dear students and welcome back to our lesson that is life processes, and in today's class we are going to have a talk on excretion in human beings. Okay, what happens exactly into the excretion into the human beings, how the human beings are excreted the waste material of their body, we will see. Okay, so excretion in human beings. So first of all, before moving ahead, when I talk to you about the large intestine, that time also one thing I have cleared with you, and that is defecation process and excretion process. Students, the removal of undigested food from the body through the anus is called as defecation process, and the removal of the nitrogenous waste from the body, that is called excretion. Okay, the toxic substances which are present in our body must get rid of that all toxins or poisons. It must not remain for long time in our body. If it remain for long time in our body, we may get any sufferings or it may cause the death also. So that kidney failure is the major problem for the human beings. Nowadays it is increasing also, but kidney failure we cannot bear. Understood? Then we have to undergo the process of hemodialysis. Means artificial kidney we have to utilize for the same. But this process is quite expensive and painful. So instead of that, whatever the natural kidneys or natural the blood filter we have to maintain them very properly. And these kidneys are also a very important organ in our body, through which the nitrogenous waste such as urea, uric acid and ammonia is getting excreted. But is there only kidney which is performing the role of excretion? No, students. Other organs are also present in our body that are helping in the excretion of some material. So we have two organs of the excretion, primary organ of excretion and secondary organ of excretion. If you will talk about the primary organ of excretion, then that is called as what? Kidney, through which the nitrogenous waste is getting rid from the body. While if you talk about the secondary organ of the excretion, then the first organ would come, that is skin. Okay, the skin, through which the excretion of HCO3 means carbonic acid is taking place, as well as some salts, some water, then uric acid. Uric acid is also getting excreted through the skin. These are called as what? Secondary excretory organs. These are called as what? Secondary excretory organs into the human beings. Carbonic acid, salt, water and uric acid. Now the next organ which is used for the excretion, that is lung. Metabolic waste, that is CO2 and H2O. Our body is getting rid with the help of the lungs, that we have seen in the alveoli. Alveoli, here the gaseous exchanges occur, and this is what? The metabolic waste. Metabolic process means what? Our respiration process. Respiration process creates carbon dioxide and water, and our body is getting rid of this carbon dioxide and water with the help of the lungs. So lung is also the secondary excretory organ. And if we talk about the third, then that is liver. This liver, poisonous or toxins are removed from the toxins such as bile salts are getting removed with the help of the liver, because students, you are knowing I have talked a lot on the liver. Liver has the property, with hundreds of functions the liver is performing. A lot amount of toxin purification work is done by the liver. Liver is actually really very important organ in our body, which is helping into the excretory products, toxins, poisonous material from the body. Okay, especially the bile salts are getting excreted with the help of the liver. So these are the three main secondary excretory organs into the human beings. If we will talk about the kidney, then excretion means what? I said you just now. Excretion means what? The removal of the poisonous and the nitrogenous waste in our body. The removal of the nitrogenous waste from our body with the help of kidney. Nitrogenous waste means nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste. That is urea. Nitrogenous waste, what will come? Urea, uric acid and ammonia, excess water. Excess water is also getting read through the kidney. See students, whenever we do not drink much water and we go for the washroom, little irritation and burning sensation occurs, because that is because of the lack of water in the body. As well as while urinating, if the color of the urine is a dark yellow, means we have to be hydrated. We have to keep ourselves hydrated. We should drink more and more water. So the color of the urine always should be yellowish white. It must not be completely yellow. Then we have to drink a lot of water, and our body is necessary for the water. Understood? So the color of the urine must be whitish yellow. Okay. But students, you are knowing, whenever we go for washroom and if we will not pour the water, it is stinking. A very foul smell is coming out. That is because of the nitrogenous waste. That is the nitrogenous waste, and we have to get rid of it. And so that whenever we go for the washroom, because ammonia, uric acid and urea is getting excreted, and it creates a very foul smell. It creates a very foul smell, and so that whenever we will go for the washroom, we have to flush the toilet very well, so that it will not cause any foul smell, and it will not surround the, it will not unclean, or it will be fresh everywhere. So at home or wherever you are going in the public places, we have to pour the water. Understood students? So this is all about the excretion into the human beings. Now we will move ahead for the human excretory system. Human excretory system means we will study about our kidney. Urinary system also it is called. Human excretory system is also called as urinary system in our body. Okay? Urinary system. Human excretory, because through which the excretion process is taking place. I am going to tell you in detail how into the lungs the alveoli is the smallest or the fundamental unit of the respiratory system. Here the nephron is the fundamental unit for the human urinary or excretory system. We are going to talk in detail about excretion, human excretory or urinary system. Okay, now here, so now we'll talk about the human excretory or urinary system. This is the outer structure of the kidney. Okay, that we will see now. So first, if we will talk about it, then where it is located, location of the kidney, if we will talk, then it is located at the posterior lower abdomen. It is located near to the posterior lower abdomen. Means it is present into the abdominal cavity, lower abdominal cavity. But posterior abdominal cavity means exactly back of the frontal abdominal cavity. Okay, so posterior abdominal cavity, posterior abdominal cavity. It is present. It is protected. It is protected by lower ribs. It is protected by lower ribs, students. Understood? It is protected by the lower two ribs and it is present into the posterior abdominal cavity. So this is about the location and both side of the spinal cord. Both side of spinal cord. Both side of the spinal cord it is present. Both sides of the spinal cord. If we talk about the shape of the kidney, then the shape is like a bean shaped. It is bean shaped. Okay. And if we talk about the weight of the kidney, then in male 120 to 170 gram. Okay. And in female 120 to 140 gram. Understood, students? So this is all about the location. Then this is the shape, which is bean shape. Or weight, if we will talk, then into the male it is 120 to 170 gram. Into the female it is 120 to 140 gram. If you will see the components, then it has two kidneys. It has two kidneys. Then it has two ureters. Two ureters. Okay. Then two ureter, two kidneys. Then one urinary bladder and urethra. One urethra. So these the kidney or our human excretory system is made up of two kidneys. These are the two kidneys. Each of the both side of our spinal cord, every kidney is each kidney is present. And this is the right kidney. If we talk, then here I would like to know you. This is the right kidney and this is left kidney. Okay. Then you can see the difference into the right and the left kidney. The right kidney is little bit lower side. Okay. It's into the location lower side. Lower side. Into the location only it will come. It is slightly right kidney is slightly lower side than the left kidney. Why it is so, students? What is the reason why right kidney is the lower side than the left kidney? That is because it is pushed. It is pushed by lever. It is pushed by the lever. Lever is present above it, and so lever is pushing it into the downward direction. Understood? So we have two kidneys, and students, this part you can see, this part is called as hilum or hilum, whatever pronunciation you can make it. Hilum. Here, this is the entry and exit of what? Vessels. Vessels means veins and the artery, as well as nerve cells. Nerve cells means nerve cells are creating the signal that whether we are ready for the urination or it's a urgent need to urinate. So nerve cells, vessels and the ureters. So this is the part hilum which allow the entry and exit of vessels, nerve cells and the ureters. Understood? So this is all about the hilum. Okay, and you can see this is the urinary bladder. So what happens, student? Once the blood is getting filtered, that I will talk to you very soon, the inner structure of the kidney, that will be very clear for you. Whenever the blood, deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood, whatever the blood would be there, that blood is entering into the kidney. Here it is purifying, and the excretory material. Which is the excretory material? The nitrogenous waste such as urea, uric acid and ammonia along with excess of water is coming out through ureter into the urinary bladder. See, this urinary bladder is actually musculine. This is the muscular structure, students. This is actually entering onto this side. Why? It is entering into the side of the urinary bladder. Why it is not exactly inserted into the urinary bladder? And this urinary bladder is muscular. It is the muscular bag. Understood? Muscular bag means how I said you stomach is the bag, traveling bag. Likewise, it is also muscular bag. Okay, a lot amount of urine also can be occupied in the urinary bladder. So here what happens, whenever these ureters are entering here, these are present at the side of the urinary bladder. What is the reason behind it? The reason behind it that it avoids the backflow of the urine. Means the urine cannot go backside, and so that these are arranged at the side of the urinary bladder. Where this urinary bladder is half filled, that time we feel to urinate. Otherwise, we don't feel. Whenever it is half filled, then it is the urge for the urination. Until that, we don't feel to urinate. So after filling it half, we feel to urinate. Understood? And this is the last part of the kidney from the external side, that is urethra. This is the opening through which we are urinating. Means it enters into the system. Understood? And these are called as what? Sphincter muscles. See, students, we have seen the function of the sphincter muscle last time also. Sphincter muscles are regulating the entry and exit. So here these are regulating the entry and exit of the urethra. Okay, of this urinary bladder. Because the sphincter muscles are not developed into the small kids and into the aged people, and so that these people may urinate in their means if unconsciously they can urinate. Otherwise, the sphincter muscles are developed into the adult, and so that anytime we do not urinate, we have a sphincter muscle to regulate the entry and exit of the urinary urine, okay, which contains the nitrogenous waste. So this is all about the external structure of the human excretory or the urinary system. You may write all these things into your notebook, okay, as I am always saying you to prepare your own notes. Now we will see the internal structure of the kidney, exactly what is present inside this. We will see now, okay. So now we will talk about the inner structure of the kidney. What is exactly present inside the kidney? I said to you, students, the fundamental means important unit of kidney is nephron. Is what? Nephron. Okay, the fundamental unit of kidney. That I have made a special video on it, only on a nephron. Also, I have made a video that I shall let you know. Okay, so if you will talk about the inner structure, then from the inside, LS. Okay, if you will see the from inside, the structure of the kidney is like that. Understood? This is the outer layer of the kidney, and this outer layer is called as what? A renal capsule. Okay, inside it, actually this is the double membranous structure. This is the double membranous structure, and this contains, this is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. In between that there is a renal fats. See here students, whenever now the word would come that is renal, that is related to our kidney. Keep in mind student, whenever the word is coming related to the heart, that is cardiac. With our stomach, then that is abdominal. So here if the word is coming related to the kidney, then the word would be renal. Okay, so renal fats are present and that are helping us as from the shock. Okay, its work, this renal fats work like a shock absorber. Okay, it work like a shock absorber. Okay students, so this is renal capsule. Inside it, renal fats. This is the outer membrane. This is the inner membrane. Inside it, there is one structure. The hollow space you can see, that is called as what? Cortex. That structure is called as what? Cortex. And here you can see this is the pyramid-like structure. This pyramid-like structure is called as medullary pyramid. This structure is called as what? Medullary pyramid. And in between the two pyramids there is a gap. That gap is called as renal column. Okay? That gap is called as what? Renal column. Okay? This is the gap in between the two medullary pyramids, that is called as renal column. Okay? And the base of this medullary pyramid is called as calyx. The basic part, the base part of this medullary pyramid is called calyx. Okay? Then you can see here, this is the reddish color. This is what? The renal. These are called as what? Renal artery. This is, I said you, through the hilum, and this total part is called as what? Hilum or hilum, through which the ureter, then renal artery, renal vein, and the neurons are entering. Understood? So entry and exit along with the medium is into the hilum. So this is renal artery and this is renal vein. Okay, this is renal vein and this is what? Ureter. Okay, and we have two kidneys. So this is the one ureter from the left kidney and another kidney we will have this time. So the inner structure of our kidney is like this. Now I will explain you about the internal structure of the nephron in the next video. So I hope you understand the human excretory system, internal structure and the external structure. Thank you so much.